Hello and welcome to another Vegan Olivia video. Today we are going to be trying vegan mac and cheeses. I know there are a ton of these on the market, but I only bought 5, and then I also made our homemade recipe, which you can get in my mom's Dairy Freedom cookbook or her cookbook Comfortably Yum, and those are both e-cookbooks and cost $5. I'll put a link for that down below. And so today I'm going to be trying all these mac and cheeses and determining which is the best. So I will be giving them a rating of 1 to 10, and 10 being the best and 1 will be the worst. So let's get tasting. So first up, we are going to try the Daiya mac and cheese, and this is comes with the pasta. You need to cook it, and the cheese comes in a squeezable pouch that has the cheese already made. So you mix that with the pasta when the pasta is cooked. So it has a gluten-free pasta, which I think is really cool, and it's got an orangish yellow flavor. Ooh, it's super, super sticky. The flavor is really strong, but for people who like Daiya, like the cheese, that is a good flavor. I've grown up with Daiya, so I'm really used to that flavor, and I really like it. So I like this cheese. I'm gonna give it a 6.5, and the texture is good. Like the gluten-free pasta is just fine. I like it. So next we have our Annie's, and this is like just a normal company, but they have a vegan mac. So make sure to get that because you don't want to buy a non-vegan mac and cheese. This one is like just normal like wheat pasta and has like an orangish color. So yeah, let's try it. It's kind of mild, a little bit sweet, which is kind of weird for mac and cheese, but like I don't really notice it that much, just because I'm like analyzing these mac and cheeses. But yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. It's very chill, mild, like not intense flavor like the Daiya was. So I'm gonna give this one a 7. And the way that is prepared is you have the like dry pasta that you have to cook, and the flavoring comes in a powder. So you mix that with milk and butter, I think is optional, and then that makes the sauce. Next I have Modern Table Vegan Mac, and this is a company that I haven't seen before, but I'm interested to try it because it has 15 grams of protein, and because the pasta is made from lentils and peas. So yeah. The lentils really take over, which gives it like the weird flavor, like kind of takes over the cheese, but the pasta has a good texture, which I'm impressed by. So I'd give that a 5. Next I have the Uptons, and this comes in a really interesting way. The pasta is already prepared, so like it's already all cooked and stuff. So you just have to mix it with the cheese in a pan, and again, this is like a squeezable pouch type thing, and it's ready in 2 minutes. So that is really cool. That one tastes less, like this is just a completely different flavor than all the other cheeses. I really like it though. It's like kind of smoky and really good. Like this is a very different kind, but I like it. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 too. And next we have the Amy's vegan mac and cheese, and this comes in the freezer like section and has like it's already in a prepackaged container and it's all like cooked and ready and stuff, and all you have to do is microwave/bake it. It's really, really gooey and cheesy, and it's gluten-free again. It's got an amazing flavor, good texture. I'm gonna give that one a 9 because it's really easy to prepare and it's really, really good. So that is a 9. And lastly, I have our mac and cheese, and we make this homemade, and you can get the recipe for that, like I said earlier, in my mom's cookbooks, which are $5 each, and I will put a link for that down below. So this is more of a like light colored cheese, and it's not as sticky as the other ones. I really like it because this is like your kind of like mac and cheese that you eat when you like want something like comfort foody, but also not super unhealthy. Like this has like garbanzo beans and stuff in it. The ingredients, like when I look at the ingredients and then I taste this, I just can't even believe it. It's so totally different from what I would expect it to taste like. But yeah, I really like it. I think I'll give that one an 8. So that concludes my video on vegan mac and cheese. If you know of any other vegan mac and cheese brands that you like, definitely let me know down in the comments, and please hit subscribe and the bell to see all my new videos, and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, bye! So because of the way that scheduling worked out, my parents were not available when I was doing this video, but I really want to get 3 different opinions, so this video will be done in 3 separate parts, all of our opinions. So now it is my mom's turn to go. So welcome Ms. Allison Rivers Sampson, the creator of this recipe. So she is going to be judging these next. So, dun dun dun.
Where do you want me to start?
Here.
Okay. So, this is the Daya. Tastes like Daya, which is not my favorite. The flavor is a little strong for me, but I know lots of people love it. I heard that there's a rating system here. I think most people would rate this higher than me, but for my palate, I'm gonna make this a 5 on a 0 to 10. Next up is Annie's. Now, something to know about this one is that they recently reformulated. It used to have, I think, butternut squash in it, and the flavor was pretty off. This particular pasta shape is very much like Kraft macaroni and cheese. Olivia doesn't know that because she's never eaten Kraft macaroni and cheese. This actually tastes like, that really tastes like Kraft macaroni and cheese. There's some kind of coating over the pasta that makes it smooth and extra chewy. I don't know what that is, but this one is the most like Kraft macaroni and cheese I've ever experienced. This one's not gluten-free. The Daya one is. So I'm gonna give this, so I happen to know that the nutritionals aren't the greatest on this one. Actually, really on most of them. But so I don't love the nutritionals on the Annie's, but in terms of just pure flavor and that's it, this one is really good. I'm gonna give this an 8.5. Next is this new brand I've never seen before. This one is Modern Table, and it's gluten-free. Not only is it gluten-free, it's the pasta is made from lentils, rice, and peas, which makes me a little suspicious, like, ooh, that's probably not gonna taste very good, but surprisingly, pretty good. I'm gonna give this one a 7. It would be a 6 just on flavor, but because the nutritionals are amazing, this has 15 grams of protein per serving, which is unheard of in any kind of mac and cheese. Next up is Upton's. They have a bacon mac and cheese that's really fun. This one is just the regular cheesy mac, and it is not gluten-free. I like the bacon one better. I think I'm gonna give this one a 7. It's kind of smoky, which is interesting. It makes sense when there's bacon in there, but I'm not sure why it's smoky here, and the ingredients don't reveal why it would be smoky. Next up is Amy's mac and cheese, which is in the frozen section. And I just have to say, I've been getting this for a long time, been an Amy's customer for decades, and I was so excited to see this new packaging. It makes it really obvious which one is vegan. Before it was hard to see, like, because they have several different varieties of mac and cheese, and one of them is a gluten-free dairy mac and cheese. And this one happens to be gluten-free and vegan. A lot of times manufacturers will put those two together because it's two small markets, smallish markets, and you put them together and you make two groups of people happy. So that makes a lot of sense to me. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna give this one a 9. Again, nutritionals are actually pretty good. 7 grams of protein, but a lot of fat. But that's how all mac and cheese is. All right, and now for the one that's my recipe. Tastes pretty different from all of these. A lot of people will add some nutritional yeast to this. I made the recipe without nutritional yeast in case there are some people out there who don't like nutritional yeast. It can be an acquired taste. Some people are sensitive to it, so I just wanted to have a recipe that didn't have that in it. You can always add it. It's a really healthy version. It's made from whole foods except for the oil that's in there. And it's a really unique flavor. I'm gonna give this one an 8, and of course I'm gonna rate it higher because I made it to my palate, so I like it better. But if we're going just on flavor, I really like the Amy's mac and cheese, and if I weren't having them side by side, I really like mine, just as much. So there you have it. Thank you so much for having me, Olivia.
Thanks, Mom. I am now back hours later. My dad is now home from work, and he will be trying our vegan mac and cheeses. So basically how this works is you try the mac and cheese and then you give it your rating of 1 to 10. Just a quick apology, guys. Since it's nighttime now, the reflection of I have like a ring light is now on the window, and that looks really bad, but what can you do? So bear with me. Take it away, Dad.
Okay, thanks. Okay, I'm gonna start on this end over here with the Dea. Let me just say ahead of time that I'm not a big fan of Dea, but I'm gonna give this a try. So I could say that right now the noodles are kind of small, and the sauce looks kind of creamy. It's actually pretty good. I think 6 for that one. Now I'm moving on to Annie's. This one's a little larger noodles, and the cheese sauce is kind of clumpy. It's not as smooth as that one. Has a nice flavor though. I like that. In the picture they make the sauce look all creamy. Not really though. Okay, now this one's modern. Give that a try, modern table. This one's a little bit more red. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not a big fan of that. Did I give this one a rating? I think I forgot. On the Annie's, I'm gonna give that one also a 6, I think. This one, the modern table, I'm gonna go with a 4, I think. Moving on to Upton's. It looks good. Oh, the sauce is kind of invisible. I don't know if you can see that. This is interesting. It's very savory flavor. It's very different than these last 3. Let me try it one more time. And not in love with that one either. I'll give that one a 5. Now we have the Amy's. I like the size of the noodles in this one. A little small noodles. Wow. I wasn't expecting this, but actually, the texture, this is the best of the lot. So it's pretty creamy. It does have that Daya flavor, which I'm not in love with, but I think it's pretty good. I'm giving this one 7, actually. And then finally, I have the homemade mac. It's familiar, we have it a lot. Not quite as creamy as some of these other ones. But I like it. Flavor's good. I'll give it a 6.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, no problem.